Welcome back, everybody. We're back with another Star Wars Theory. You're back at the Space School Log, your favorite hangout place, otherwise known as PPSW. Before I go any further, hit a like down below and subscribe if you want more Star Wars theories. Also, check out Concordia Jedi, does some epic voices. I just showed up on his channel today, so go check him out. Anyways, today's theory revolves around what if Pong Krell fought Obi Wan Kenobi on Umbara? So, it revolves around this brief period of time during the Battle of Umbara. And during the Battle of Umbara, Jedi General Pong Krell was discovered of ruthlessly sacrificing his troops and was caught in the act of turning clone troopers against each other. These clones eventually then turned on him and attempted to kill him, of which he was captured and then assassinated by clone trooper Dogma. So what if Kenobi was involved? What if he went to go and fight Krell? After all, he was literally like 10 miles away on the planet. So let's just get straight into it. Captain Rex informed General Kenobi that Jedi General Pong Krell had betrayed the Republic. He had turned clone troopers on one another, and they needed to arrest him before he did any more damage. Kenobi would tell Captain Rex to wait for his arrival, but they wouldn't. Much of the build-up for this event is the same. So the clones go into the room, and then they try to arrest him, and he jumps out. So we were right there. Pong leaps from the window to the ground below, and he lands in front of Obi Wan Kenobi, who is walking with Boyle and a group of clone troopers behind him. Kenobi is confused by this. He's absolutely shocked because this is just so weird that Pong Krell just fell from the sky. And Krell snarls at him and sends a force push wave at Kenobi, who blocks it while the clones behind him fall over. Kenobi ignites his blade and clashes with the towering Jedi. This is a flashy duel. Now, Kenobi was a better duelist and a master of Form 3, but Pong was very powerful, wielding 4 blades. Now, let me just say, we don't know what lightsaber style Pong Krell had. It's not really one of the 7 that we normally talk about, so we don't really know what his fighting style is, so I can't really compare that with this theory, but it's going to be a flashy duel. It's going to be a big duel. Obi-Wan had to be at his best, of course, because this would be a challenge like every encounter he ever had with General Grievous. Of course, Kenobi was the one that literally fought General Grievous like throughout half the war, so this is a very challenging match for him. Obi-Wan told his men to get back. He didn't want them getting hurt. They wanted to kill Krell, but they didn't want to hurt Kenobi, so they wouldn't fire on Krell because they didn't want to hurt Kenobi. The duel was evenly matched. Obi-Wan would take some advantage, but then Krell would take some others. Krell shoved one of his massive feet in Kenobi's direction, kicking Kenobi back to the ground. The clones opened fire immediately, fire coming from every direction, and Pong deflected as much as he could before sending a force push across the landscape, knocking over all the clones. Obi-Wan had to bounce back up. Pong tried to execute one of the clone leaders, Boyle. Kenobi then force pushed Krell, telling him not to hurt another man. The clones under Kenobi's service always respected him. He was never brutal to them, and he always took care of them, but this was a testament to Kenobi's character, calling his clones men. Pong fired back, saying they were not men, but science experiments in a test tube. Kenobi frowned, but then he swung at the fallen Jedi. The duel continued, flashy as it was before. The evenly matched battle changed when Kenobi cut one of Pong's fighting hands off. Still a formidable opponent, with the double-bladed lightsaber, Kenobi now had the upper hand. He never let it go to his head, though, and he pressed Krell back. The clones encircled the 2 Jedi, moving along with them. Kenobi almost lost his footing when a large, heavy strike came down on him, but Kenobi always got himself out of bad situations, turning the heavy strike against Pong. Obi-Wan then struck Pong's saber from his hand. Throwing the lightsaber aside to one of the clone troopers behind him, Kenobi told Pong to surrender, and without saying a word, Pong grinned. But before Kenobi could ask for the restraints, Clone Trooper Boyle came running across the yard as he kicked Krell in the jaw, and then shot him several times in the face. Kenobi grabbed Boyle and pulled him back. Kenobi had to decide, punishment or understanding. Kenobi told Boyle that it was okay, and he tried to calm him down. Boyle apologized for acting out, telling Kenobi that he needed to be cuffed, and Kenobi said to Boyle that it wasn't necessary, that he understood why he acted out that way, that it wasn't his fault for seeking revenge on someone who literally mercilessly let his brothers die throughout the war, on Umbara, and even the death of, well, Boyle's closest friend, Waxer. Kenobi let Boyle go, placing a hand on his shoulder blade. He then told the clones around him that it was time to win the battle and leave this dreary planet behind. But before anything else could be done, or any arrangement of the troops To move on to the capital, Commander Cody called. The battle had been won, and Umbara was now under Republic control. The rest of canon carries out the same, so I mean this doesn't really change that much, but that's the end of the story. So, tell me what you guys thought. Did you guys like this? Was this kind of fun? I know it's a rather short video, but I'm working on a bunch of theories for this week, so I hope you guys are ready for those. Thank you so much for blowing up the last one up anyways. That was huge. I very much so appreciate that. But what did you guys think about this? This was rather short, but I think it was kind of interesting. I think the idea of Pong actually fighting with another Jedi would have been really cool. And since Kenobi was already on the planet, I think it makes perfect sense for the two of them to have fought. I honestly, when I watched the show the first time, I kind of expected that to happen, but it didn't. That's okay though. I really liked what happened in canon, but of course, here we like to spice things up a little bit differently, try and give it another story, and I think Kenobi telling the clones not to restrain Boyle is honestly the truest part of Kenobi's character in this. Obviously, I want to play into the character as much as I can, and I think Kenobi in this situation, yeah, he could have been like, yeah, restrain him, but at this point, he's literally surrounded by clones. Not that they would kill him, but they would be like, "Oh, bro, he's just another Jedi." I think Kenobi would have restored their faith in the Jedi by literally, not restraining Boyle and just telling him that it was okay, and that he understands why he acted out that way, because it was rather a very, very upsetting thing to hear that your brother got killed by your brother. Like a lot of brothers got killed by a lot of other brothers. So, I think. Yeah, I think that's a true testament to Kenobi's character. So tell me what you thought down below. Stay tuned for the rest of the week. Subscribe if you're new here. Got tons of new stuff. Also, if you want to win a lightsaber, we're doing a giveaway at 10K. So subscribe for a chance to win. Anyways, guys, I love you all. Spread the love. And always remember, may the Force be with you.